The council declared Earth primitive. Our response shattered their throne's ambassador. Kethvar's crystalline form shimmered with condescension as he delivered the Galactic Council's verdict. The holographic projection flickered above the UN Assembly Hall, his four eyes gleaming with the certainty of a species that had ruled the galaxy for millennia. Humans of Earth, his voice resonated through universal translators. After careful deliberation, the Council has determined your species lacks the sophistication for galactic citizenship. Your primitive technology, your chaotic governments, your tendency toward violence, all mark you as unworthy. You will remain quarantined to your solar system until you achieve adequate development. The human delegation sat in stunned silence. Secretary General Chen Wei's jaw tightened as she processed the insult. Around the hall, representatives from every nation wore expressions ranging from outrage to devastation. 3 years of first contact protocols, of carefully prepared presentations showcasing humanity's achievements, all dismissed with aristocratic disdain. Kethvar continued, oblivious to the growing tension. The Zephyrians achieved faster than light, travel within 50 years of discovering fire. The Vorthan Empire built moon-spanning cities before inventing agriculture. Even the simple Karathi managed interstellar communication using nothing but crystalline resonance. You humans, however, still wage wars over imaginary lines on a single world. Dr. Sarah Martinez, the mission's chief scientist, stood slowly. Her voice carried the quiet intensity that had made her famous for revolutionizing quantum mechanics. And what would you consider adequate development, Ambassador? Technology beyond your current understanding, unity of purpose, transcendence of your base biological limitations. Kethvar's form pulsed with superiority. Perhaps in a few thousand years when you've evolved past your primitive nature. That was the moment everything changed. Chen Wei rose, her diplomatic mask finally slipping. Mr. Ambassador, you've made a grave miscalculation. You assume our primitive nature makes us weak. You couldn't be more wrong. The transmission ended abruptly as Kethvar's ship departed, leaving Earth to contemplate its cosmic isolation. But something had ignited in that assembly hall. Not despair, but determination. Humanity had been underestimated before, and it had never ended well for those doing the underestimating. Within 72 hours, Dr. Martinez received clearance for Project Prometheus. Every major power contributed resources: Americans, Chinese, Russians, Europeans, Indians, Africans. The project that had been theoretical suddenly became humanity's singular obsession. If the galaxy demanded transcendence, they would deliver it in ways no one expected. The breakthrough came from an unexpected source. While the Council species had achieved their technological marvels through millennia of gradual progress, humanity approached problems differently. They didn't evolve past their limitations, they weaponized them. Human creativity, born from chaos and conflict, produced solutions no systematic civilization would consider. Human stubbornness, dismissed as primitive, became unwavering determination. Human emotional volatility, seen as weakness, fueled breakthrough after breakthrough. Dr. Martinez's team cracked faster-than-light communication not through crystalline resonance, but by exploiting quantum entanglement in ways that violated several galactic patents. They achieved interstellar travel not through refined antimatter engines, but by literally punching holes through space-time using controlled gravitational collapse. Most importantly, they solved unity not through genetic modification or technological integration, but through the oldest human tradition, shared defiance of those who said they couldn't. 18 months after the Council's verdict, the first human ships appeared simultaneously in orbit around every major galactic world. Not one or two exploratory vessels, but entire fleets that seemed to have materialized from nowhere. Ships that bent physics in impossible ways, crewed by beings who had supposedly been quarantined to a single backwater system. The Council of Worlds convened an emergency session aboard their massive station at the galaxy's heart. Kethvar stood before his peers, his crystalline form now trembling with uncertainty. "How?" demanded Supreme Counselor Veltar, her tentacles writhing with agitation. Our monitoring stations showed no FTL signatures, no quantum distortions. They were contained. They didn't use our methods, whispered Dr. Yithmore, the galaxy's foremost scientist. Their technology operates on principles we don't understand. They've achieved what we thought impossible. That's when the human delegation arrived. They didn't request permission or follow protocols. They simply walked through the station's walls, as if they weren't there, accompanied by an escort of beings that defied every law of physics the Council knew. Sarah Martinez, now wearing the insignia of humanity's first galactic ambassador, approached the terrified assembly. "Counselors," she said with a smile that held no warmth, "we've achieved adequate development, unity of purpose, protecting Earth from cosmic bullies, technology beyond your understanding. We call it quantum phase manipulation, and transcendence of biological limitations. We've learned to exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously." Kethvar's voice cracked. "This is impossible. No species develops this rapidly. It violates every natural law. Natural law according to species that took millions of years to achieve what we did in 18 months? Dr. Martinez's laugh echoed through dimensions the Council couldn't perceive. "You mistake gradual comfort for superiority. You've forgotten what necessity creates." She gestured, and the entire station shuddered as human ships became visible around it. Not hundreds, but thousands, each one crackling with energies that made the Council's finest vessels look like stone tools. "Here's Earth's counter-proposal," Genway announced, stepping forward. "The Council will apologize for its arrogance. Trade routes will open immediately, and you'll remember that humanity didn't beg for acceptance. We took our place among the stars." The galaxy learned a crucial lesson that day. There are two types of civilizations: those that evolve slowly into perfection, and those forged in the crucible of adversity. The Council had spent millennia becoming everything they thought represented advancement. Humanity had spent 18 months becoming everything the galaxy feared. The thrones weren't just shattered, they were completely reimagined. And at the Yar, center of the new galactic order, sat a species that had been declared too primitive for consideration, now dictating terms to empires that had ruled for eons. After all, humans had always excelled at proving people wrong.